Meghan Markle's mother, Doria Ragland, stranded alone in Los Angeles while the royal family is organizing itself to best deal with the coronavirus between confining the Queen and putting forward Kate and William. Meghan Markle, confined to Canada with Harry, suffers an unexpected consequence of their emancipation. Her mother, Doria Ragland, must be left alone in Los Angeles, a painful separation, forced isolation for a couple. As for her mother, this is not what Meghan Markle had planned for the beginning of the month when she was ensuring her last engagement in the royal family, the days following her participation in service celebrating the Commonwealth in Westminster Abbey, London. The Duchess, returning to Canada, even confided her relief at having broken with the Windsor. It was counting without the global pandemic, which is upsetting all his plans for spring, while Britain was celebrating Mothers this Sunday, March the 22nd. Harry's wife remembered the subjects of Elizabeth II and the rest of the world by celebrating this day on the Sussex Royal Instagram account. Alas, confinement requires she's not about to see hers again. Doria Ragland, while the Sussexes planned to make some real estate visits and find it in Los Angeles after the formalization of the Brexit on March 31, Meghan's mother must ignore a reunion. The discreet sexagenarian is currently confined to her neighborhood of the View Park, Windsor Hills in Los Angeles, usually limiting interactions with her neighbors. According to the letter, Doria Ragland has no other company than these two dogs that she walks, as she's authorized to do during confinement. On March 12, when health precautionary measures were starting to be considered across the Atlantic, a relative told In Touch magazine they were happy to reunite Archie and Doria during their stay in LA, but they postponed their trip. Archie will not see his grandmother for a while unless she decides to go to Canada. Too late for this last option, already taken by Doria Ragland for the holiday season. On Wednesday, March the 18th, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, struck by coronavirus, decided to close the country's borders to all people who were not Canadian citizens or were not permanent residents. That same day, American President Donald Trump, for his part, ensured the seal between the United States and Canada, decisions that forced the Sussexes to stay confined to their Vancouver mansion bunker, as explained by Insider.com. Last hope for Harry, Meghan and Doria, a lifting of confinement before the summer. The Sussexes are already expected at Balmoral with Elizabeth II. Meghan's mother could be invited too. His Majesty has already proposed a reunion at Sandringham for the last end-of-year celebrations. Harry and Meghan had preferred to stay in Canada. If the grandson of Elizabeth II is very concerned for his grandmother and his father Charles, Meghan is not more reassured for his mother. The Queen, who decides to maintain the link with her family by video conference, could well serve as a model once again. Despite this, the will of the Sussexes to do differently from the royal family.